Hi guys, Shouvik here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we will solve another beautiful questions from Leetcode itself. So today's question is number of substrings containing all three characters. That is Leetcode 1358. Yeah, let's quickly understand the questions. On that question we have given a string is containing only of characters A, B, C. So that is the point we have to note. So we have given a string in the input and the characters it has hold it is A, B and C, and what we have to return it is only contain A, B, C, no other characters of A to Z, no other alphabets, no other numerics, nothing, only A, B, C in smaller lowercase English alphabets. Here you can see only consists of A, B, C, that is of lowercase English alphabets A, B, C. And what is we have to return the number of substrings containing at least one occurrence of all these characters of A, B, C. What we have to return? We have to return all the substrings containing at least one occurrence of all these characters A, B, C. Correct? So the substring that I have already mentioned on yesterday's video, it is like contiguous portions of a given string. So that is a substring, you can say. That is another substring. Like this way there can be multiple substrings, but we have to return the count of the substrings which contains at minimum every characters of ABC. Yeah, that we have to return. The time constant is given to 5 into 10 to the power 4. Yesterday I have like already mentioned similar kind of question, and here you can see the brute is something like you can start from every index, and you can iterate to very last. So the brute force I guess very simple. So on brute force, let me connect this device, what it is, space disk driver. Let me turn this on, and here also it is off. I turn this on, space disk. Cool. So now let me connect this. Yeah, so the brute force is something like I have an, oh, it's again started crying. So what I have, I will so if that is the string A, B, C, D, not D. So we have, let's suppose A, B, C, A, B, 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 C, A, something like this. So what we can do in brute force, we will start our I pointer from 0, and we will iterate our I pointer till n, and that is a for loop. And inside that for loop we will start another j pointer which is going to be start from very of I to very end of n, and on this we can calculate, like we should have a what can I say, like there can be count of A, count of B, count of C, everything is going to be starts of 0, 0 and 0. Now when you encountered a character like word of J, if it is a character A, if it is A, then you can do A plus plus, and if word of J is equals to B, then do B plus plus, and if word of J equals to C, then do C plus plus. And when you have your every characters have at least one occurrence, if your A greater than 0 and B greater than 0 and C greater than 0, then you can say you can add 1 to your answer, you can do one answer plus plus. Yeah, and after that this for loop ends, outer for loop ends, you can return your answer altogether. So yeah, that is very brute force solution, but here you can see we are iterating two for loops, one is this and another one is this. So that is going to be run n times, and this for loop for sure going to be run n times. So time complexity is going to be big O of n cross n. And as per the question, so we have n is defined at 5 into 10 to the power 4. So 5 into 10 to the power 4 into 5 into 10 to the power 4. So that is 25. 5 into 5, 25 into 10 to the power 4. So and we know we can calculate at max 10 to the power 8 operations in 1 second by computer like computation power. So that is 25 into 10 to the power 8 is going to be a straightforward TLE for you. So what you can do now, if you watch my video, then I am pretty sure without showing today's video, you have already solved this question by your own. You already have. If you understood my yesterday's videos entirely, I have explained variable size sliding window in a 35 to 40 minutes video yesterday entirely with the details pen paper diagram. If you saw that video and if you understood till end, then this question is a cakewalk for you. That is just a simple modifications, just a very minor tweak of the yesterday's questions, and you are very good to go. So yeah, now I am opening the yesterday's questions parallelly so that you can get a taste how both are like identical. So if I can, okay, that is there. So here you can see on yesterday's question we have to consider a substrings which have at least AEIOU at once. So AEIOU should occur at least once, but consonant can occur exactly k times. Consonant can occur exactly k times. So there we are maintaining a window. So how we are expanding our window? By expanding the right pointer, right? We are expanding our window by expanding our right pointer. And what is the invalidity of our window? So that we have discussed. If our current window size has more than k consonant, and if that is so, then we are maintaining a left pointer altogether, and we shrink our window from very left. We are shrink our window from left pointer altogether. That is the approach of yesterday's question. Please visit the yesterday's question. That is giving you a entire understanding of today's question. And if you understand thoroughly of yesterday's question, that is just a tweak of that yesterday's question, nothing more than that. So now on yesterday's question there is a point of invalidity, because here mentioned there should be exactly k consonant. So where our consonant count is more than k, we can say our current window size is invalidate. Let's shrink your window so that our k is under the boundary of our consonant count is under the boundary of k. It should not be more than k at any points. How we are doing? We are shrinking our left pointer. But is our invalidity happen by expanding our window because of AEIOU? No, right? That we have already discussed in very details, because here it is mentioned at least once. So there can be one and there can be multiple. So after getting a occurrence of A, we can't say that we should not look for another occurrence of A. We can see any number of occurrence of A. There is no issue on that, right? So now on today's, just see the difference on the today's question. Now on this, at least part is still same. So yesterday the at least part given to on the vowel they have given the at least constant they have given on vowels AEIOU, and today they have given the constant of at least on ABC. Exactly same. So yesterday they have pointed out AEIOU as your at least range, and today they have pointed ABC as your at least boundary. And the k factor, which is basically causing to shrink our window, is altogether not mentioned in today's question. There is no point they have mentioned you have to shrink your window. So on yesterday's question, your left pointer is going to be shrink when your window size is more than k. But on today's question, do you think we have to shrink our window? Is there any point of invalidity? No. So on today's question, there is no point of invalidity. You can expand your window. So that's exactly what we did. So exactly what we have taken on yesterday, we have taken a vowel map of what is the data structure. It is default dict of DQ. And today also what we have taken, we have character to all index map, so this particular A has occurred on which particular indexes. So that's what we have taken. So that particular character A has occurred, let's suppose index 0. So for this case, this has occurred at index 0, 1, 2, 3, index 0 and 3, the character A has occurred. B has occurred at index 2 and 4, like this way. This will store. So for that we have already discussed. The same data structure we have used for vowel map yesterday. We have used character to all index map, same data structure today. And what we are pushing? So we are pushing character to all index map s of I, that is character, dot append, what we are pushing, index. The same things on yesterday, what we are pushing, word of right, so that is the character, we are pushing that characters with that particular dq with its index is pointed by this right pointer. Exactly same things today we did. And 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 what, and now yesterday we have to do this extra steps. So that is for like, if it is a vowel or consonant, today we don't have vowel and consonant, we can just push it as it is, we can just push it as it is, there is nothing more than that. And is unique vowel count, that is today we don't need this extra functionality. So I am repeatedly stating that today's question is bap, like father of the so yesterday's question is actually the father of today's question. If you understood yesterday's question entirely, what I have explained in a 30 to 40 minutes video, more than 35 minutes I remembered. If you do so, let me check how much time I have explained. Yeah, so you can see like almost 38 minutes I have explained. So we have did a very detailed like pen and paper working, you can see on this. I think that is already there on my OneNote altogether. So here you can see we have done the very detailed OneNote work on that. Please watch that yesterday's videos. So that is the base of your any variable size window question. Yeah, so now we don't have any invalidity. So if there is no invalidity things, then we don't have to shrink our window by left pointer. So that's the reasons we don't declare the left pointer altogether on today's question. Correct? Now what we have to check, what we did check on yesterday, we have checked if that is a valid answer. So how we have checked on yesterday's question, if our vowel count, unique vowel count should be 5. So because a, e, i, o, u, everyone should occur at least one time, so that is the unique vowel count. And length of our consonant q should be equals to k on yesterday. But what is the on today? On today, if our length of the character to index map of a, so if we have a occurrence of a, then only the length of the character index to all index map of a should be more than 0, and similarly for b and similarly for c. Because on today's question also, on yesterday they have told a, e, i, o, u should occur at least one times. Today they have told a, b, c should occur at least once. So we have checked, so they all have occurred. Now what we did, now we have checked what is the vowel left boundary. So vowel left, let's satisfy. So we have our yesterday also, we have by shrinking the window we have set our left at a particular point, and so that is the OneNote that we have discussed. So we have initially set our left by shrinking the window till this point. Now we have discussed how we have able to switch the window like till this left boundary also our answer is valid. So what is the entire contribution to this answer then? This so that is actually this minus of this plus 1 that we have discussed. And for today's this left boundary, that is we are not shrinking our left pointer, so our left pointer is always standard index 0, so that is going to be not an use at all. So something minus 0 is that number altogether. So today we just need to found this boundary altogether. What is the valid left boundary of from where after shrinking our left boundary to a certain point, what is the left boundary? So this particular junction, what is the critical junction? What is this critical junction? Still this our after this answer is always valid, and from right, considering this right, this point answer is valid. So if we incorporate more characters, so if we incorporate this, then our answer also is going to be valid. So that we have discussed very details on yesterday. Please take a look on yesterday's videos. I'm not going to repeat the same things on today. Cool. Now same way we have considered our left boundary, and what is our formula? Minimum of vowel left boundary, consonant left boundary. So today we don't have any vowel left boundary, consonant left boundary. We only have a boundary altogether concept. So we don't have to take any of the minimum. And if we are able to detect our boundary, that is our critical boundary minus left, yesterday we have to did, because our left can be shrink because of the invalidity of the window because of the k factor. So today we don't have left. Our left, I already told, our left is standing at very index 0 altogether. So that left for today's question is 0. So the final formula for today's question is this sum boundary plus 1. So now how we are calculating this boundary? That is of minimum of vowel left boundary. So we have declared a vowel left boundary. Consonant left boundary is altogether not be on today's question also, because what actually I am basically trying to teach you guys how to map a particular question to a different question. So what is actually on today's actual ABC boundary is exactly same what is on yesterday's vowel left boundary. So in vowel left boundary we have to iterate of A, E, I, O, U, and we have to take what is the last occurrence of every characters, and we have to take minimum of all of them. The same things we did today. So we have iterated of ABC. Yesterday we have iterated A, E, I, O, U. Today we have iterated ABC, and we have taken what is the last occurrence of every of them, and we have taken minimum of all of them. The same things. And today's formula is answer plus what is the boundary we got plus 1. What is the boundary we got plus 1, because we don't have this today consonant things, and we only have vowel left boundary. So this minimum altogether going to be removed by vowel left boundary. So vowel left boundary is equivalent on today's question is extreme left shrinked valid boundary, right? And yesterday we have valid left boundary. So we have replaced that variables with this name, and left is altogether 0. So this only things plus 1. So exactly similar things I have written. That only things plus 1. Yeah. So that's all for today's question, guys. There is no magic, no brainstorming we have to do. If we understood and solved the today's question completely, then that is a very like a cakewalk type of question for today. And the time complexity I already explained on yesterday. It is of big of not 2n, it is actually n. Why so? Because on yesterday's question we have to shrink the window based on the certain factor, right? We have to shrink our window based on certain factors, that is the k, if it is going to be more than k. But today do we have any k? Do we have any left pointer? So only we have right pointer, which is going to be vented out by this I variable only. So the time complexity, so here you can see, like very naked eyes also you can see we are only iterating one for loop, and inside one for loop we only a dq we have append something, that's it, and we are checking its length of the particular character dq size, that's it. And again, like here you can see we are iterating on abc character, so which is like constant only. So but yeah, you can mention it is of 3 cross n. But yeah, if you write a if block, if like like you can get the size of the a and then do a -1, so that is also work. But yeah, like for simplicity I wrote on this way. I like iterative over iterative efforts, that is going to be get rid of your code duplicacy, so I write it this way. But yeah, you can explicitly mention that for outer loop it is running for n times and there are 3 complexity for this abc. Yeah, that is our final time complexity, that is 3 into n. Now 3 into n so on mathematical term it is our n is given to something like what, our n is given something like of 5 into 10 to the power 4. So 5 into 10 to the power 4 into 3, that is something in the range of 15 into 10 to the power 4. And yeah, and space complexity also same on the yesterday only. So we are using for ABC, we are storing every indexes they have occurred. So at max the size of the DQ can grow if we have only occurrences of A only. So we are going to ended up storing all the A's occurrence and their respective index, so that map size can go at big of it. That we have explained on details very, and that is very intuitive also, you can understand. Yeah, that's the time complexity and space complexity for today's question, guys. And if you understood on the today's question, please do subscribe to our channels and please turn on the notification. We will definitely come tomorrow also with the beautiful questions. Yeah, for that today, let's meet tomorrow. Bye guys.